who saw the intro video, you may have seen this, but when I started, it was really a few years ago. I was traveling overseas. I was actually out in Argentina with my wife for our honeymoon is when it started. And I always looked for hotspots because when I was away from the office and I was using Wi-Fi, I'm sure a lot of you can attest to this, I was always looking for hotspots. I was always looking for free internet because my high roaming fees, this is a screenshot, $270 to download a couple emails in Mexico. Like, that's pretty nuts. And for that, I mean, even myself, when I travel to the United States, I'm always looking for a hotspot. I don't like using my data. I like to have free internet. And I would literally choose, and I even do this today. I was like, hey, where's the nearest McDonald's? Where's the nearest Starbucks? Like, I know they have Wi-Fi. Let me go check it out. And I would literally choose where I was going to eat and plan my day around when I would have access to these guaranteed hotspots. Because most hotspots, are kind of shady, but I knew these locations actually had hotspots that worked. And I'm sure this looks familiar to you guys. It really is everywhere, everywhere across the world. There are more hotspots than people. I'm tempted to say, I don't have a real stat on that, but there are a lot of hotspots last time I checked, and it's actually slated to grow massively because as developing countries, as anywhere in the United States, and as everyone has more of a dependency on internet, there is a massive growth in the realm of Wi-Fi hotspots. And I was recently traveling in Europe. Those of you who are, one of our members and partners, you know me, and I travel around Europe. I travel all the time, and these are some real pictures of Wi-Fi hotspots literally everywhere I went. This is in Paris. Paris had free Wi-Fi, different locations. Here's free Wi-Fi as well with Braille. I believe this is in Spain, so this is on the subway, just outside the subway, free Wi-Fi offered there. This is also in Spain. This is outside coffee shops. And it's funny, I would sometimes see coffee shops that said free Wi-Fi, and then under it say, hey, by the way, we also have food. And it's just a testament of how important Wi-Fi is for people. You see things like this, a lot of free Wi-Fi signs all over the place. And this is just for my trip, and I literally saw them on lampposts everywhere. But one thing about free Wi-Fi, and here's kind of how it all came to happen. Free Wi-Fi currently has some problems. It really has some problems, and those of you who use free Wi-Fi, those of you who travel around, know about these problems. The problem with free Wi-Fi is that it usually sucks. When I go use Wi-Fi, I find that maybe it's 50-50. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I can't connect. It asks me for all the kinds of questions. It's really hard to do, or there's a password. It doesn't work. And really the problem with Wi-Fi is, in our experience and our research, boils down to a few things. Usually it's insecure. So most of the time, if you see a Wi-Fi network, and you always get warned about this, you see 2020 specials, you see Dateline reports about how people are stealing your information in coffee shops, it's because it's insecure. Owners, they just set up a hotspot, they don't put a password, and they just say, hey guys, use our free internet, it's free. And everyone uses it. It's not encrypted, people are stealing information every day. Also, the annoying part is if you want to secure it, you have to enter a password. It's really annoying. Going to a restaurant and seeing a bunch of, you can see 20 hotspots and they're all locked, and you ask, let's say, the waitress, and she doesn't know, or he doesn't know, and you're asking, you just want to use free Wi-Fi, you just want to check your email. Why should it be so hard? You don't have to do all this. Now you don't, but here you do. You have to enter your password. You have to get a password that can easily be shared, and anyone who has that password can use it. And business owners don't really change their password often, so this also is a little problem. It's also slow. A lot of Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi is slow because you get so many people using it, and they're just leeching everything, and it just makes it really, really slow. Hold on one sec. All right, and as well, problem with free Wi-Fi is it's limited. A lot of free Wi-Fi will give you options to use free Wi-Fi and won't actually let you do much with it. They'll tell you, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. It's really limited, and I understand why they do that because it's security. But at the end of the day, the way that we look at it as marketers, all this stuff is kind of cool. But the real problem as a marketer is that the owner, the business owner, the local business owner gets nothing. Literally gets nothing. If it's a lose-lose situation for them. It's either insecure, they have no password, they let everybody use it, and they get nothing. And they get hacked, probably, or they require a password, which is also annoying, and they still get nothing, because the people share the password with their friends, and they have no idea who they are. Here's another true story, and this is a true story more recently. This is, that was 2 years ago when we had the idea. We spent a lot of time working on it. This is more recent. This is out back in June. I was out in the middle of nowhere. I was out in the middle of Spain, near Ibiza. There's a little island over there called Formentera. It's in the Balearic Islands in Spain. How many of you guys, if you guys have been there, please just key it in. I love people who've been traveling in the same place. We can talk about it later. But I love this place. It's really nice, really cool, really relaxed.